Thank you so much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And to Cindy, thank you for those kind words. Eddie Stevenson once said that praise is like perfume. It's all right to smell it, just don't swallow it. So, nyabong. To Makhotso, thank you so much, and welcome to co-hosting this program here. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we just have a little glitches. Some guys are working on it. But please, if some people want to log in, we are live on ICANN Leadership Institute Africa Facebook. Please, if you can just note it, ICANN Leadership Institute Africa Facebook. We are going live. So what we will do is, while this connectivity is giving us problems, we are taping everything so that we are sure that we don't lose anything from day one. Is that okay? So once again, I want to say thank you so much, first of all, to my lovely wife, Faith, to the ICANN team, to all the other people, including the technical team. This is good because I'm going to be talking about what do you do in a crisis time. And also want to say thank you so much to the various sponsors. We will be giving you accolade as we move on, because without sponsors, we can't be able to do this particular thing. And obviously the speakers that are here today, the speakers that are online, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, life is like a book of many chapters. Some chapters are easy, while some chapters are difficult. Some chapters are rough, while some other chapters are smooth. Today, we are in a storm, all of us, all over the world. Same storm, but different boats. Some of us are in a personal boat storm. Some of us are in a personal boat, or maybe an academic boat. Some of us are in a financial boat. Whatever boat you're in, the bottom line is we are faced with a storm. And some people might say we do not have a health pandemic. If the truth be told, in addition to the health pandemic, we have a mental health pandemic. COVID has created a lot of us to be sad, S-A-D, suffering from stress, anxiety, and depression. And I believe this 3-day conference, we're going to elevate the people so that we move from sad to glad. Moving from stress, anxiety, depression to glad. Giving our lives a dream again. Because even in a crisis, the Chinese said, there is risk and there is opportunity. And what do we do as leaders? How can we lead effectively during this digital era and post-COVID? It is a multi-trillion-dollar question. Can you still lead in times like this? And the answer is yes. And let's maybe begin with the word lead, L-E-A-D. You can never lead people, L, until you love them. So we need to love people and still believe in their potential, even in times like this. The letter E, you can never lead people until you encourage them, even in times like this, that this too shall come to pass. Every storm has an expiry date. It might be a personal storm, a professional storm, a government storm, a COVID storm, but every storm has an expiry date. So as leaders, we love the people during this time. We encourage them. The letter A, we advise them. And during this time, you're going to have a lot of advice from people who have come through crises. They're going to be telling us about their personal stories on how they got the advice and what advice can we embrace so that we can continue to lead effectively even during this time. The letter D, leaders lead by loving, by encouraging, by advising. But the letter D, leaders lead by allowing people to discover who they are even in the midst of difficulties. Remember, there are 2 days that are important in your life. The day you are born and the day you discover why you are born. So during this time as leaders, it is our duty. It behooves us, whether you are in a non-government organization, a faith-based organization, whether you are running a multi-billion, trillion-dollar company, whether you're an SMME, whether you're an unemployed graduate, it does not matter. All of us need to discover our strengths even during this time. The bottom line is this: even during this time, we must keep H-O-P-E, hope alive. The letter H, as leaders, we must have a positive outlook on life. Remember, when you become negative, you become cynical. And when you become cynical, you paralyze all kinds of positive action. It is incumbent of us as leaders, H, to continue to be positive, positive, positive. I call it naive optimism. Crises have been there. And crises come and crises go. So H, as we give hope, hope for Africa, hope for our communities, hope for the world, let's continue to have a positive outlook on life. The letter O, let's continue to have objectives. Remember, we can never play soccer without goalposts. We can never play rugby without goalposts. Our objective is this. How do we have this AQ, adaptability quotient? We thank God for spiritual quotient. We thank psychologists for emotional quotient. But right now as leaders, in addition to having a positive outlook on life, our objective is to enable, empower people to have the AQ, adaptability quotient. Remember, blessed are those that are flexible, for they shall not be bent out of shape. Blessed are those that are flexible, for they shall not be bent out of shape. We need to be adaptable, and that is our objective. And the letter P, we must pursue excellence. Not only just pursue excellence, we must pursue demonstrated excellence, even during this time, as we lead in this digital era and post-COVID. So H, have a positive outlook on life. O, have objectives. P, pursue that attitude of excellence. And finally, it's all about E. That's why we are here today. It's about enabling and empowering all of us. Enabling and empowering all of us, so that at the end of the day, we realize that post-COVID actually might be a good opportunity. For some of us, it started bad. Some of us, you may be laid over, retrenched. You don't have a clue what you're going to do. But you know what? I believe in the human spirit, in the creativity of the human spirit. And as an African, I believe that despite these challenges, there is still hope for Africa.